Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Motorsport for some more multiplayer racing. For this session, we were using B-class cars that were naturally aspirated. Now, they could have engine swaps to different ones that were naturally aspirated. Quite a wide selection of cars are possible to be running in this. For me, it was a pretty obvious what I was going to use. The BMW 635 CSI has come to Forza, and well, this is probably one of my favourite BMWs there have ever been. So naturally, I was going to be using this one, and I figured it was probably going to be a pretty decent shout. Well, it's not a great spot on the grid. I have a fellow BMW with me, though. Oh, we are a long way back. In fact, we have a BMW beside us and a BMW in front of us, but we shall see how this one goes. The Ute is an interesting choice. I don't know how well that's going to work. Straight line speed so far in the 635 is not too bad. What we're going to do into turn one, I don't know. It's going to get very busy around here. We're going to just try and... We're going to hang it around the outside. We'll be on the inside for the next section. Oh, there is some chaos out wide. Oh, yeah, it's very busy. It's really busy in the mid-pack. Now, in full racing conditions, I could be almost flat at the top of the hill, I believe. However, it's not going to be full racing conditions at the moment. The Mustang out wide, it's just a horrible place to try and rejoin the circuit, that one. Don't know if I could have a dive on the Falcon here. We might be able to get underneath it on the exit if we have the acceleration in the BMW. It does put me the long way round for the next corner, which isn't great to try and do. It's not impossible, though. We can try and pin the Ford to the bottom. Oh, they've got a bit of a twitch on the way through there, and we can sneak our way past the Falcon and make it up into a 13th place. I turned in way too soon through there. It's so busy in this final sector. Holy crap, it's absolutely madness. Right, final turn. What are we like in terms... We seemed all right off the start line in terms of straight line speed. I'm expecting the Ford to be quick down the straight here. Not going to lie. The main reason you would have the Ute is that it would be fast down here. We're probably not going to outbrake the M1 and the 2002 Turbo at the end of the straight. The 2002 has ran wide. That's okay. There is something going for an adventure around there. Oh, so the 2002's got great grip through the corners. The Ute's very fast down a straight. We are faster than it through the turns, but it's going to be trying to find a way past it. We are quicker than the other BMWs down the straight as we head through the far chicane at the top of the circuit. Yeah, now we've got to try and find a way past the Ute. Don't know whether I can dive it in the hairpin here. If I can't do that, what I might be able to do is go around the outside of it here, be the inside for the next corner. If we can get the power down nice enough on the exit, which I think we can do, we can try and use some of the cars here as picks. And in fact, the Mini's going to really help me out here. Mini's been a massive lifesaver for me. It's made my job through there an awful lot easier. And we will get the move completed on the Mini. We got a little bit stuck behind the, I'm even not sure what it is ahead of us, Plymouth maybe, as we head into the final corner. We've got the grip to draw alongside. Now I'm expecting that to outrun me down this straight. We can keep it pinned to the outside down here. We've got pretty good straight line speed, you know. We really are not that shabby here. I'm expecting we can probably dive later under brakes than the muscle car. Into turn one we can. Grumples is out wide through here. We're not going to get the pass done on my fellow BMW. However, we will fall back into line behind as we climb up the hill. We're clear of Stevie. Impega leads the way. Not too far away up at the front. In fact, we've got up to 7th. I'm pretty happy with. Not going to lie. Pretty happy with that one. Oh, that's too wide through there. Don't want to hit the grass because it's going to really screw me up for the next part. We got away with it. I was really worried we were going to end up out wide through there. There is a lot of Fords in front of us currently. I'm not sure what Impega is driving that is leading the way here. Can we do anything about finding a way past Grumples into this section? We cannot at the moment. We will follow for now. We get a great exit off the corner, but it's not really going to be any room for passing down here. He's going to be a little bit follow the leader through this section. Now, try not to get into too much trouble. We'll launch it across the curbs a little bit. There was an altercation up ahead, but I didn't actually see what went on there. Oh, there is some sliding back. I don't know if the M3 can see the yellow Mustang. I'm not sure. Either way, we have come out of all of this. We have got speed on Grumples. Interesting. We've got speed on Hordes as well down here. Hordes is going to move across to defend. Realise the speed that we were closing. I maybe should have defended against Grumples, although if we have got acceleration here, Grumples is going to be on the wrong side for the next corner. Okay, Liam has certainly got some collision issues because I'm seeing Hordes' car is phasing through Liam's car, so something odd is going on there for Liam. We will go around the outside of Stevie. They're not going to have the grip yet. I don't know who Liam can't see, but I don't think it's... There's some funkiness going on there, which is making this considerably more difficult to race than you would expect. We will now get to the inside of Grumples. I don't know whether Liam's going to be able to... what we're going to be able to do here. Can we go round the outside of it? Can Liam even see us? Is possibly the better question. I'm hoping we can get this move done and get away from that. I think there's some lag. Something's going on with that car. It's acting in a really weird way. And the way it's interacting with other cars as well is very, very bizarre. Right, through the final chicane we go. Round the final turn. We are up to 4th place. We really have cut through the traffic. I mean, as best as we can, we've got through that traffic. Impega leads. I mean, we've lost some time in that fight, but we've got through it pretty well. I think it's going to be me versus Hordes for the podium positions in this one. Car in second. I'm not sure who is in second, but they seem to be checking out a little bit at the moment. If we can catch up, great. If not, we're going to have to try and find our way past Hordes' Mustang here. Don't slide too much. God, I do. I like the 635 CSI. I've always liked it. I've always liked it in Forza. I've always liked it in real life. It's probably my favourite of the BMWs. Oh, and this one is nice to drive, even if I have now pushed it just a little bit too hard through there. Hordes has pushed it a little bit hard through the next corner. I mean, we have a lot of grip in the turns, and we are pretty fast down the straights. So Hordes, it may be a tiny bit better in some of these corners than we are. We are definitely quicker than the Mustang down the straight. I think it's Gliska in second. I think I saw the nameplate pop up briefly. Now, into this final chicane. You've got to be... I mean, the 635 here is pretty good over the curbs. It's actually riding them quite nicely, which is helpful. Any lap time we gained on Hordes has gone away because we ran wide at the top of the hill. There's definitely more pace in this car. And yeah, that lap, I mean, it was quicker down at 21.2, but there's definitely more time to be gained in this if we don't end up out so wide at the top of the hill. We might actually be gaining time on Gliska as well, to be fair, but I think it's going to be too little too late to do anything about them. I'm not actually sure what car Gliska is in. I'm not sure if it's a Falcon of some sort or a Holden of some sort. Didn't really get a very good look at it because I was busy with my own race. Not been a great start to this lap. I was really hoping we were going to be able to put the Mustang under considerable threat, but Hordes has done a very, very good job here. Just getting out of the way through there. We're a little bit wide again, top of the hill. Not what we were wanting, and then I've locked it up. Coming down here, possibly overdriving a little bit. The battle further back is pretty manic because we've absolutely vanished away from that group. We're only going to have one more lap to go at the end of this one. I just don't see us gaining the time. We are pretty much matching pace, and Pega possibly a little bit quicker than us here. Just looking at the gap to the leader and everything, it has gone up slightly. Having got cleared of traffic, of course. In traffic it's irrelevant, but having got cleared of traffic, it has gone up. Not by a crazy amount. Gibgob's up to 5th now. I'm not sure what car they were driving. One more lap around. I mean, realistically, we're looking for a mistake from Hordes. I'm not going to be able to gain that much time on a car that is very similar, if not... I say it's like... I think me, Hordes, and Gliska very equal pace. Maybe Hordes a little faster. On a good lap, though, I think we can all set similar times. I don't think I've driven amazingly well, having got clear of the traffic. From where I was on the grid, honestly not displeased, having worked my way up into 4th place. That's maybe a little too greedy. Don't even know if it really gained me time being a little bit greedy there. Yeah, Hordes has now caught up to Gliska, but is not going to be able to do anything from there, and I am equally not going to be able to do anything from back here. The charge, we got through. I made a little mistake, and that kind of blunted the charge in some ways. The pressure was just taken off Hordes at the right time, and Hordes had just a little more pace at the critical juncture, and we have not been able to capitalise. Yeah, little scruffy end from me in this one, but as I said, the run up to 4th I'm happy enough with. Impego will take victory. I could have done better. Could have and should have maybe done better in the closing stages when I finally got clean air. There was more speed in that car than that, but there we go. It was a Holden VN. Impego took victory with the Corrado, Gliska in 2nd, Hordes 3rd. We climbed all the way to 4th. Longbow got up to 7th, actually, with the Ute. Impressive, considering Ute's traditionally not the best that we have seen in motorsport. There was something funky going on with Liam in that one. I don't think they had full visibility of cars around them. So there's a bit of a mess for the field further back, but I will be very happy with 4th. It is a rather wet Grand Oak for this race. Not a bad spot on the grid. I am very much hoping that my Beamer can fare well from here. We're not going to match the Mini off the line, although of course it is going to be very, very light compared to us. However, oh god, not as much grip through turn 1 as I was wanting. Who would have thought? Holden slightly came up further than I was expecting, but never mind. It's going to be a little gap on the inside here that I'm hoping we can slot a BMW through. Now, it's the outside for the next corner, which isn't great. We might find some grip out here, though, and there is indeed some grip to be found. Stevie may struggle on the exit there. There is some slipping and sliding from a bunch of cars. The MX-5 is likely to get absolutely mullered down the straights, as here comes the BMW as well on the Corrado of Impego, but I got to be earlier on the brakes than I was going to be because there is a big Plymouth in the way. In fact, the big Plymouth is going to help me get past Impego. So it ought to just filled the road as we now climb up the hill. Grumples leads the way, not sure what they're driving. Impego struggling with a little bit of straight line speed. The Corrado, probably when it's out of traffic, will be pretty quick. My goal here is to go around the outside of Stevie for this corner because we're on the inside for the final corner, for the penultimate corner. I guess we'd also be on the inside for the final corner if we are still side by side by that point. We have just got the grip to make this happen, and we do move up into 5th place. Right, we know we've got decent top end in the BMW. It's certainly not slow. The Ute struggling for grip through that final corner. Did not get across in time, really, to deal with the Civic. Oh, there is contact down there, which I'm going to make the most of. And we will side ourselves up into 4th. Cannot get around the outside of Hordes through this one. We will now be... we're kind of swapping sides. The goal is to put my car at a place where I can get to the inside, get on the power sooner than the Honda. We know it struggles for straight line speed down here. Or I say struggles. I'm not going to say it struggles. It is slightly slower than we are down the straight. The Corrado is even slower. Could we really think about having a big dive on the Civic down here? We know to pull this one up in time. That was really worse just to kind of park it on the apex and make it a bit awkward because I know I've got the acceleration to get out of that corner in time. We're going to make Hordes go the long way round here. Although I've now missed my braking into this one. The only saving grace for me is while we do shuffle ourselves a little bit wide, we are on the inside through here, which is good news. The Civic can look for the long way round. We have just got the overlap, which is what we wanted. Get on the power out of that corner. Now, here comes Impego and Stevie. I mean, the more we fight with Hordes, I've turned in too soon through here. I'm going to have a big lift mid-corner that I didn't want. Fortunately for me, Hordes is so close and so tucked up behind us that they can't actually do very much in there. Don't know where to brake for turn 1. May have been a little bit too early on the brakes. Hordes is going to brave it around the outside. We leave space for the Civic there. We can kind of pinch the Civic down into this corner. Do I have the grip to make it work? Oh, the Corrado's got way more grip than me. Geez, that Corrado's got so much grip. The downside for Impega here, though, is as much grip as that car has got, it's now boxed in between two cars that are even faster than it down the straight. We will get out. This is where we got past Hordes last time around, was with the acceleration, although we were fighting with the Corrado. Will Hordes feel the need to go defensive this time around? Amazingly does not quite, although we aren't as far alongside as I would like to be, but we can make life difficult for the Civic there. We're going to stay side by side for another lap as we climb up the hill. Honda's got good drive off that corner. Honda's got really, really good drive off that corner. I don't know if I've got the grip to make this one work around the outside of Hordes' Civic. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Impega's desperately looking for a way past. Impega is very much finding the Corrado is unbelievably fast, but struggling with traffic because it just doesn't have the straight line speed to outrun me or Hordes anywhere, and may well become vulnerable to Stevie and whatever else is about to line up back there. I've got a bit better through the final corner this time. Still quite a lot of understeer though through this one. Impega is having a look to the inside, and I'm not sure I've got an answer for the Corrado because I just cannot brake late enough for that one. Yeah, I just don't have an answer for the Corrado. So much speed in the corners. I was going to hopefully try and use the Civic there as a little bit of a pick, but I couldn't do it. My best bet is going to be get out of here quickly, let the Corrado fight with the Civic, utilise my straight line speed if I can, although we got a big kick of oversteer there. We have got a nice run through this. Impega's going to be cursing the lack of top end in the Volkswagen as here comes the BMW again. Give Gobs up to 6th. Big fight going on behind us here. I mean, we are very much... Oh, I have slightly missed where I wanted to get on the brakes. Not the line I was looking for down there at all. Oh. Impega's got a good run on the exit. We dove too... I was busy trying to make sure I outbraked Impega, and I almost outbraked Hordes as well, and that was a bit iffy. Impega's going to definitely be able to get past us here. We know that Corrado's got so much mid-corner speed. I'm trying to be brave, because if we can stick our car here, which we've surprisingly done, we will keep the vehicle ahead of Impega. Now we've got Gibgob having a look with the M1. The BMW's helping the 635 there out of that corner. It's side by side with the Corrado. I mean, this is definitely helping Hordes try and get away up at the front. We slide a little bit on there, almost bump Impega off the road. We had to lift a little bit through there, just didn't have the grip to really make that one work. I'm just struggling a little bit for grip against some of these other cars. They have just got more through these corners than I do. And while we have the top end, I'm not really able to be utilising it through here. The M1's going to have a look. Cannot quite do it through there. Oh, I'm going to be a little bit wide through here. I'm hoping... Oh, will we try? He tries the GT86 on the inside, although has that got the momentum to pass us? I mean, we start fighting with these lot now, we're going to really lose sight of the battle for the podium. We outrun both of them once we get onto the straight here. Don't know if I wanted second or third through there. I think I wanted third. It may be just a calmer lap would help us out here. Not sure the wet weather's helping me around this track. Not sure this is quite the best track for my car. But it is a very exciting race so far as we barrel a little bit too fast into these final couple of corners. The leaders have just escaped away a little bit. All the fighting that we have been having over the podium will definitely have helped the leaders get further away from us. Now we've stopped fighting with everybody. We've got a little bit of a margin here. Try and be brave through the final corner. The BMW does desperately want to step out of line, but we've neatened it up, and the two behind can continue their fight. That's fine by me. We will let them have a fight. We've got a couple more laps to go. The Civic is a little bit wide at turn 1. It's just missed the apex, not by a huge amount, but it's enough to certainly give the Volkswagen some thoughts here. There's going to be a GT86 having a look, and we are kind of holding the cars behind up a little bit. It's this section here where we're not very far. I just don't have the grip of them. However, once we get out of this section, the straight line speed of the BMW comes into its own. We're much better at the second half of the lap than we are at the first half of the lap, basically. First half kind of sucks for us, and then it improves for us as we get going. Still not really sure where to brake down here. I still feel like I'm braking too early, but the risk of braking too late is immense. We are quick through this section though. Up the hill we're good. We're catching the Civic and the Corrado through there. The rear wheel drive probably helping me a fair bit. But every time, like, we get close, but then how on earth would we find a way past? Horta's ran a small bit wide. The M1's going to have a look, but it's not going to be able to do anything. I have got to be wary of it though. Gibgob's going to want to try and look for a way underneath, which is not, you know, not what I want to give them. Oh, back ends stepped out as we upshifted through there. Now, will we have the grip to make this work on the outside? Maybe. Oh, we try. BMWs are very much side by side. It looks like the GT86 has fallen back. We are going to lose out to the M1 into the first corner. Hopefully, I can settle my car for the exit and be close enough on the exit of this first sector. Oh, Gibgob now with a big slide in front of us. Impega's got up into third. God, that M1 is very good through this section. We know we're better at the second part of the lap. I'm hoping these cars fight each other, but I'm not sure I'm going to be close enough through here to do anything. We'll give it a go. Never say never and all that in this. It's been a wonderful race. It's for sure. Gibgob is very slow down this straight. Not close enough to have a dive through here. We're looking for the M1 making any little errors, but it doesn't do anything through here. Oh, we've got a great run. We've got a really, really good run up the hill. What side does Gibgob want to go? They're not going to defend the inside because what they want is they want the outside so they can be on the inside for the penultimate corner. Oh, we clattered into them a little bit more than I would have wanted to. I mean, can we be brave? I mean, our best bet might be cut back on the exit here. Hope that there is a gap in the inside. There wasn't quite. There may still be a chance, though, for a drag race to the line if we get the final corner right, which I don't think we have. No. I sent it flat out to try. Oh, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I turned in too soon anyway. I don't think we would have outrun them regardless. Very, very good fun race. Grand took victory from Gliska. Couldn't quite match the Corrado, the Civic, the M1. I mean, we were there-ish. Just a couple of tenths. Just a couple of tenths away, probably, from really, really competing. Fantastic fun race, though. Really, really good battle going on there. So, yeah, I will definitely take that one. Just there's a 1-2 for the Holdens, but yeah, just couldn't do enough. And there we have it. Yeah, I liked the car. I liked the car a lot. It was a pretty damn good overall car, to be honest. It was decent enough down the straights. It was good in the corners. I struggle a little bit in the wet against some of the really grippy cars at Grand Oak. It was definitely a fast car. Maybe not the very fastest and, you know, maybe not the best driven by me. There are probably places I could have driven it a bit better. But overall, a really, really solid car. Very much liked it. I think it works very well as a B-Class car, and generally very glad to have this car back in the game. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. If you would like to take part in the next one of these, you can. You can sign up via our Discord. There'll be a link in the description. Find the Versus Community sign up section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.